Hi everyone, welcome back to my session. And which is most important for any competitive examination. So always you can expect 2 to 5 different questions from calculations itself. Either it can be a part of multiplications or square or cube or root of those values. So you can expect any questions related to the calculations. And this is all, it's not about the logic, it's all about the observation. See, I feel that it depends on the observation. There is a no logic and no magic. If you observe the proper calculation, guys, you can able to solve any simplification related question. And you are going to apply all these concepts in simplification concept. If you guys are preparing for the banking or SSC or any placement related examinations, definitely you can expect 2 to 5 different questions related for simplifications. So we will start with different type of observations in today's video. So first we'll start with, you can take any single digit which is multiplied with. I'm consider a single digit number is multiplied with 9. Let's take an option. Examples. 8 into 9. How much? What is the resultant? 8 into 9. 8 into 9. It's a basic multiplication here. 8 into 9 is how much? Yeah, good. So 8 into 9 is all about 72, right? So what is the observation in this calculation? So a single digit number is multiplied with a 9. So here the resultant. So point number 1, we observe that we are consider previous number of 8. Previous number of 8 is 7. Now 7 becomes 9. So 7 becomes 9. We need only 2 units, and those 2 units you have to write beside 7. So point number 1, previous digit of 8 is 7. 7 become a 9 is 2 units. That's why the resultant is 72. Let's go for another one. 6 into 9. So as I go through the same approach here, consider the previous digit. Previous digit of 6 is 5. Then 5 become 9 is exactly equal to 4. So here the answer is 54. Is it clear? If you consider any single digit is multiplied with a 9, then the resultant is 54. You can check with, for example, 9 into 9. 9 into 9, consider the previous digit is 8. 8 becomes 9 is 1 units. That's why if 9 into 9, the resultant is 81. It's a pure observation. No logic and no magic here. So here the resultant of 9 into 9 is 81. Is it clear? So every time consider the previous digit and that digit becomes 9. So find the difference and that should be right besides it. So this is an observation if any single digit number is multiplied with a 9. So is it clear? Let's go for it. If any two-digit number is multiplied with 99, let us consider any two-digit number is multiplied with a 99. For example, if 54 is multiplied with 99. So try to find this answer. See, original thing is a simple observation. 100 is, see, 99 you can take an as 100 minus 1. So 54 into 100 is 5400. You have to subtract those 54 units. Then the resultant is 5346 is the correct answer. In the same way, so here, if any two-digit number is multiplied with a 99, then consider the previous digit of 54. Previous digit of 54 is 53. Now see, 5 becomes 9. We required how much difference here? If we required 4 units, right? And 3 become a 9 is 6 units. Then the resultant is 5346. Is it clear? See, write down the previous number. Previous number of 54 is 53. Then 5 become a 9, we required 4 units. 3 become a 9, we required 6 units. That's why the resultant is 5346. Let's go for the another question. 39 is multiplied with 99. Give me the answer. Consider the previous number is 38. Now 3 become 9, we required 6 units. 8 become a 9, we required 1 unit. That's why the resultant is 3861 is the correct answer. Now you have a question. So what about the single digit numbers, sir? For example, if 6 is multiplied with 99, what can be the resultant? Now, if you want to write 6 as a two digit number, then consider the tens position as 0. Then it's simple for you. And what is the previous number of 06? Previous number of 06 is 05. Then 5 become 9. 0 become 9. 9 units. 5 become 9 is 4 units. Then the resultant is 594. Let me take one more question. 85 is multiplied with 99. Now consider the previous digits. 85 previous number is 84. 8 becomes 9, 1 unit. 4 becomes 9, 5 units. So here the resultant is 8450. The same way, let's consider any 3-digit number is multiplied with 999. Any 3-digit number. Let us consider 586 is multiplied with 999. Now try this question. If any 3-digit number is multiplied with 999. See, same. Consider the previous number of 586. It's a 585. Then 5 becomes 9. We required 4 units. 8 becomes 9. We required 1 unit. And 5 become 9. We required 4 units. So answer 585414 is the correct answer. In the same way, for example, if you consider the 3-digit number, if 36 is multiplied with 99, I told you we required equal number of digits before and after multiplication symbol. So that's why instead of 36, consider this number is 036. Now what is the previous number of 036? It's a 035. Now 0 becomes 9. We need 9 units. 3 become 9. We required 6 units. 5 become 9. We required 4 units. So here the resultant is 35,960. Is it clear? 9, 99 and 999. Let's go for the next observation. If any two-digit number is multiplied with any single digit number, you can take any two-digit number and any single digit number. Let me take. If 76 is multiplied with 8, what can be the resultant? Guys, if any two-digit number is multiplied with any single digit number, you can take any two digits and you can multiply any single digit number. Here the approach. See, multiply these two numbers. 7 into 8 is 56. 7 into 8 is 56. Again, multiply these two numbers. 6 into 8 is 48. 6 into 8, 48. Now see, you have to consider these three digits, guys. And you just add it up. 56 plus 4 is equal to 60. And the left number you have to take as it is. So answer is 608. Is it clear? So multiply 7 into 8, 56, 6 into 8, 45, and you have to consider the previous number. So 56 plus 4 is 60, then the resultant becomes 608. Don't worry, we'll take few more examples. Let's take another example. If 67 is multiplied with 7, if these two-digit numbers, so 67 is multiplied with a 7. Step number 1. Multiply these two numbers. 6 into 7 is 42. 7 into 7 is 49. And I told you now, you just add these numbers. 42 plus 4 is 46. And you have to write 9 as it is. It's 416. So we'll take one more example. 89 is multiplied with a 6. If 89 is multiplied with a 6. Now 8 into 6. 8 into 6 is 48. 9 into 6 is 54. And add these two numbers. 48 plus 5 is equal to 53 and write 4 as it is. So answer 430. So is it clear? You can consider any two digit which is multiplied with a single digit number. Now I will give some time, guys. Try to answer this question. If 28 is multiplied with a 7. 28 into 7. Now see, step number 1, multiply these two numbers. 2 into 7 is 14. 7 into 8, 56. I told you add these two numbers. 14 plus 5 is 19 and write down the 6 as it is. So answer 196. Is it clear? So this is applicable for any two-digit number which is multiplied with any single-digit number. So you can apply this logic, and if you practice few more examples, you can able to solve these kind of questions. So is it clear? Please let me know in the comments. On to the next one. You can take any number. If any number which is multiplied with 11, you can take any number which is multiplied with 11. Let's see this example. So 13 is multiplied with 11. You know that 13 is multiplied with 11, then the answer is 143, right? If 13 is multiplied with 11, it's a 143. But if you go through the observation, how you will get 143? First number is multiplied with the first number. 1 into 1, you will get 1. 1 into 1, you will get 1. Next number, you have to add these two numbers. 1 plus 3 is equal to 4. 1 plus 3 is equal to 4. And finally, 3 is multiplied with the last number. 3 into 1 is equal to 3. So, in that way, you will get 143. Don't worry, I will help you out. 23 is multiplied with 11. If 23 is multiplied with 11, step number 1, it's 2 into 1 is 2. 2 plus 3 is equal to 5. If 3 into 1 is equal to 3, so answer 253. Is it clear? So in this way, you can consider any digit, any number. If 143 is multiplied with 11, let's take this number same. 1 is multiplied with a 1. Next step, 1 plus 4 is 5. 4 plus 3 is 7. 3 is multiplied with a 3. 1 is a 1573. Let's go for 1569 is multiplied with 11. Now see, 1 into 1 is 1. 1 plus 5 is 6. 5 plus 6, 11. If you get any two-digit number, write one digit here and remaining must be carried over. Remaining must be carried over. In the same way, 6 plus 9 is 15. Means write down 5 and 1 is carried over. And finally, 9 is multiplied with a 1 is 9. Then the answer 9, 5, 2, 6 plus 1 is 7. So answer 17,259 is the correct answer. So is it clear? You can multiply any number with 11. This is applicable, guys. In the same way, if you want to go with, for example, if any number, if any number is multiplied with 111, so 111 can be considered as 100 plus 11. In the same way, 1011 can be considered as 1000 plus 11 itself. Let me take few examples for understanding. If 32 is multiplied with the triple one, now you know that 32 is multiplied with 100 is 3200. Now again 32 into 11 is 353. So final answer 3553. If any three-digit number, let's like 359 is multiplied with 1011. First one 35900. Then the next one, see, if 359 is multiplied with 11. Now here 3 as it is. 3 plus 5 is 8. 5 plus 9 is 14. 1 carry over. 9 into 1. It's a 9, 4, 9, 3. So just add 3949. Then the resultant become 9, 4, 8, 9, 3. It's a 39,849. So is it clear? You can take any number which is multiplied with 11 or triple one or 1011. So approach is same. So is it clear? All these 11, let's go for. If any two-digit number is multiplied with another two-digit number, you can take any two digits which is multiplied with another two-digit number. Let's understand the method here. AB is multiplied with a CD. You can use same digits or different digits for those alphabets. If AB is multiplied with a CD, step number 1, multiply these two numbers. A into C is AC. Next one, cross multiply these two numbers. So A into D is AD, B into C is BC. Finally, if B is multiplied with a D is BD. This is the resultant. And remember that you have to write only single digits every time. Here it is a single digit. Here it is a single digit. If you get any two digit in the resultant, you should carry over. And you should carry over. Let me help you out with an example. If 23 is multiplied with 46, so observe carefully. Step number 1. 2 into 4 is 6. 2 into 4 is 6. And cross multiply them. So 6 into 2 is 12. 4 into 3 is 12. And the sum value is 24, right? If sum value is 24, take 4 and 2 must be carried over. And finally, 6 into 3 is 18. So write down 8 and 1 is carried over. Then the resultant 8, 5, 8. So answer 858 is the resultant of 23 into 46. So is it clear? Guys, if you like our video, please like our video. If you like, it reaches to the maximum number of people. Many students will get benefit from this video. So kindly like, and if you guys are new to our channel, just subscribe and share this information with you. And it's an universal method. You can apply any two-digit number is multiplied with another two-digit. Let's take an example. 63 is multiplied with 78. Step number 1. 6 into 7 is 42. Write down that number. Cross multiply them. 6 into 8 is 48. 7 into 3 is 21. If you go through the sum, then the resultant is 69. 69 means write down 9 and 6 must be carried over. Finally, 8 into 3 is 24. So 8 into 3 is 24, 2 is carry over. So answer 4. 11 again you have to add 1. That must be a carry over, right? So 6 plus 2 plus 1 is 9 and the final answer is 4914 is the resultant of 63 is multiplied with 78. So is it clear? Please let me know in the comments if any two-digit number is multiplied with another two-digit. Let's go for the few more observations. We have different models. If you observe, you can save your time in the calculation part. Let's go through this observation. If 12 into 13, as you know that it's a consecutive numbers. If 12 into 13 is a consecutive numbers, means see, if it is a 12 into 13, you can consider, if it is a lower number, consider the square. 12 square, 12 square minus 1, sorry, plus 1, plus 12 is the correct answer. If you consider the higher number, so 13 square minus of 13, then the resultant is always same. Now see, 12 into 13 means 13 can be considered as 12 plus 1. It means 12 into 12 is 12 square and 12 into 1 is 12. Otherwise, if you consider 12 as 13 minus 1, if it is a higher number consideration, consider square of that number and subtract the same number. Now see, you know that 12 square is 144 plus 12. Then the resultant is 156. Is it clear? It's all about the consecutive pattern, consecutive numbers. Consecutive numbers. Let's go for example, let's take few examples for the understanding. 13 is multiplied with a 14. Guys, if you want to consider the higher number, square of that number and subtracted it. So 14 square is 196 and subtracted 14 units. Then the resultant is 180. Otherwise, consider lower number, square of that number and add it. 13 square is 169 plus 13. Then the resultant is 108. Let me take one more example. If 15 is multiplied with a 16, I told you now if you want to consider minimum out of those two numbers, square of that number and add the same number. 15 square is 225 and add 15 units, then the resultant become 200. So it's all about the consecutive numbers, guys. It's a pure application of consecutive numbers. Let's observe one more thing. You know that see, a plus b into a minus b is all about a square minus b square. You can apply this formula for different multiplication tricks. If 12 is multiplied with a 14, let's consider the between value. What is the between value? 13, right? So this is all about 13 plus 1 and this is all about 13 minus 1. So observe the between value. So here the between value is 13. So answer is 13 square minus 1 square. So 169 minus of 1, then the resultant is 168. Let me take another one. So 15 is multiplied with the 17. See, it can be both must be even or both must be odd. Remember that either both must be even or both must be odd. Let's take the mean value. Mean value is 16. So answer 16 square minus 1 square. So 16 square. What is the 16 square value? 256 minus 1. Then the resultant is 250. Let me take another one. If 67 is multiplied with 73, I told you guys it must both must be even number or both must be odd in the multiplication. Now the what is mean value here? It's a 70, right? 70. Then the answer is 70 square minus 3 square now. Why? Because 67, the value of 70 minus 3. 73 is all about 70 plus 3. Now 70 square is all about 4900 and subtract 9 units. So answer is 4891. If 67 is multiplied with 73, then the resultant is 4891. And these are the observation. If you observe this kind of multiplication in your examination, you can save your time irrespective of normal traditional method. So is it clear all these calculations? Let's go for another observation. In multiplication, in multiplication, if units place is 5, both, see whatever that number, if both multiplications are 5, let me help you out. Observe carefully. If 75 is multiplied with 35, so what is your observation? Here units place is 5 in the both. Now you know that 5 into 5, definitely I told you in the last session also, if 5 is multiplied with a 5, then the resultant is 25. Last two digits are always 25. What about the previous number? Guys, here the previous number, 7 into 3, multiplied first of all. 7 into 3 is 21. Then again you have to add 7 plus 3, 10 and make it off. Make it off. So answer 21 plus 5 is equal to 26. So answer is 26, 25. Is it clear? If some value is even which is divided by 2, that value should be added to the product of 7 into 3. Let's stick with one more example for better understanding. 125 is multiplied with 85. 125 is multiplied with 85. So 5 into 5, last two digits are 25. So I told you clearly 12 into 8. 12 into 8 plus 12 plus 8 divided by 2. So 12 into 8, 96. And some values 20 divided by 2 is equal to 10. Then the answer is 10625. Now you have a question. Sir, if some value is odd, what about that resultant? Don't worry. Let me take an example. If 65 is multiplied with the 75. Now 5 into 5, then the last two digits is 25, right? Now again 6 into 7 is 42. But 6 plus 7, if 6 plus 7 is 13, if 13 is divided by 2, it becomes 6.5, right? So if some value is odd, then last two digits, remember this point, last two digits must be 75. Last two digits must be 75. Now see, 6 plus 7 is 13 divided by 2. You have to consider 6, not 6.5. That 0.5 value you have to consider as 50. 50 plus 25, it becomes 75. Now then the resultant is 4875. Is it clear? If some value is odd, instead of 25, consider it is as a 75. And whatever the decimal, remove it and add the remaining number. Let me take one more example. If 135 is multiplied with 125. Now see, here 5 into 5 is 25. But 13 plus 12, then the resultant is 25. I told you if sum is odd number, then the last two digits is 75. Now the same approach here. So 13, 12 is 156 and 13 plus 12 is 25 divided by 2 is all about 12 units only. So 156 plus 12 is 168. So answer is 168.75. Remember that if sum is even, it said 25 is the last two digits. If sum is odd, then the last two digits must be 75. Move on to the next one. If any number is multiplied with a 5, let's observe these questions. 6 is multiplied with a 5. As you know that, then the resultant is 30. So how we can make it simple? So 5 means it is 10 by 2, right? It means if any number is multiplied with a 5, first whatever the number we are multiplied, make it off. So off of 6 is 3 and add 0. Then the resultant becomes 0. Don't worry. If 32 is multiplied with a 5, I told you na, make it off. Make it off is 16 is multiplied with a 0, then it becomes 160. It means multiply into 10 is 160. If 48 is multiplied with a 5, I told you make it off. 24 into 10, then the resultant is 240. Is it clear? Same way. Let's go for the second one. If 48 is multiplied with a 15. So what about this 15, guys? Keep this point in your mind. 15 can be split as 10 plus 5. We need 10 and the 5 is off of 10, right? Now do one thing. Whatever the 48, consider the same. Whatever the 48, consider the same. Make it off. So 48 off value is 24. Add 2 here, 7 here, and we have 0. Why? Because 15 can be split in your mind as 10 plus 5. 48 into 10 is 480, and off of 480 is 24. Then the resultant is 720. Let's go for one more example. Don't worry, don't worry. I'm there for you. If 62 is multiplied with 15, I told you if it is multiplied with a 15, consider 62 as it is and make it as off. So off of 62 is 31. Now 2 plus 1 is 3, 6 plus 3 is 9, and you have to multiply with a 10, then the resultant is 930. Now again you have a question. I understand that. You have a question, sir. It's all about the even numbers. So we have multiplied 48 into 15 means 48 is an even number and 62 is also even number. If you pick any odd number, what can be the resultant? I will clear your doubt. Let's take an example. If 67 is multiplied with 15, 67 is multiplied with 15. And remember this point. If any odd number is multiplied with a 5, then the resultant in units place must be 5. Remember that point, that's enough. And whenever you multiplied any odd number with a 15 and subtract one value, 67 minus 1 is 66. Then you have to make it off. So off of 66 is 33. Now see, 6 plus 3 and 6 plus 3, then the total value is 100. I told you now, you have to consider units place as 5. So that's why then the answer is 1005. Let me take one more example. 73 into 15. Let's take this example. So 73, I told you, subtract one value, it is a 72. Off of 72 is 36. Then the answer is 109, and you don't forget this one. Instead of 0, you have to consider 5. Why? Because if 5 is multiplied with any even number, resultant is 0. Means units place. We are talking about units place. If 5 is multiplied with any odd number, then the units place must be 5 itself. Is it clear? It's all about the 15s. We are done with the 5. We are done with the 15. Let's talk about 25. If 32 is multiplied with 25, let's convert these in your mind. So 25 can I split as 100 by 4. It means whatever the number you consider divided by 4 times. So 4 times 32 is divided by 4 times is 8 and multiplied with 100. Then the resultant is 800. Then the resultant is 800. Let's do 48. If 48 is multiplied with 25. Same way, if divided by 4 times, 48 is divided by 4 times is 12. And if you should multiply with 100, then the resultant is 1200. Now see, 5 is all about 10 divided by 2. 25 is all about 100 divided by 4. 125 is all about 1000 divided by 8. Keep this point in your mind, you can able to solve easy. So these are the different questions. If you observe carefully, you can able to answer in your simplification topic. So please go through the video once again, just revise all the calculations and you should practice. Remember that if you are practicing only, you can able to solve easily in your examinations. It's all about the practice. And there is no logic and magic here, it's a pure observation. My suggestion, take some more examples and try it your own. Once you have solved few questions, you never forget this logic. These observations, guys, you can easily solve in your examination. So that's it from today's session. So this is all about third video in simplification. If you missed previous videos, go and watch. All the videos are available in the playlist. And I will update any PDF after my live session in Telegram only. So simply search at the rate of V2V Wiki. You can find my channel name Vision to Victory. And follow us and support in Instagram, Facebook, and WhatsApp. So if you have any questions related for your preparation, you can reach through Instagram also, guys. We always there for you, and we to take your queries. We will see the calculations about cubes. Guys, you should learn all the cubes from 1 to 10. If you guys are good at 1 to 10, I will help you out to find the remaining cube values. See here the values. 1 cube, as you know that it's a 1. 2 cube, 8. 3 cube, 27. And 4 cube is 64. 5 cube is 125. 6 cube, 216. 7 cube is 343. 8 cube, 512. 9 cube, 729. And finally 10 cube is equal to 1000. If you observe all the cube numbers, each and every digit is repeated only once. If you check with a square number, so there are 4 digits which is repeated again, like 1 is repeated, 4 is repeated, so 9 is repeated and 6 is repeated, and those 4 digits are always repeated in units place position if you check with the squares. But if you observe all the cube numbers, each and every digit is occur only once. Like 1 cube, units place is 1. 2 cube is 8. 3 cube, 7. 4 cube, units place again 4. 5 cube is 5. And 6 cube is 6. 7 cube is 343. You can see that 3 is in units position. Again 8 cube is 512. 2 is units place position. 9 cube is 729. 9 is units place position. And 10 cube is 1000. Now, how we are going to identify the remaining cube number? Let's check with this question. For example, how we are going to identify the remaining cube number? So understand this pattern in the form of AB cube. So A cube, 3A square B, 3AB square, and B cube. Guys, remember that here B is a single digit and A is also single digits. It means if you consider from towards right side, A value should be a 1 digit and B value should be a 1 digit. Now see, A cube, whatever the value you will get, right in the position of A cube. If you get any number in 3A square B, if you get two position, write down only single digit. So only single digit and remaining should be carry over. So write down only one digit and remaining should be carry over. In the same way, in 3ab square, so whatever the resultant you will get, write the single digit and remaining should be carried over. In the same way, b cube is also write only single digit and remaining should be carried over. So remember this format. So let me help you out. Let us take this number for better understanding. 2 cube. So what is the value of 2 cube? So in this case, consider a value is equal to 2 and b value is equal to 3. Now, I told you clearly, whatever the value of a cube, write down the same. So 2 cube is 8. Now, we have to consider 3 into a square. A square is all about 2 square. 2 square is 4. And b value is 3. Now, see 3a square b. Now, 3 into 4 is 12. 12 into 3 is 36. So, write down 36. Now, next one, 3ab square. 3 into 2 into b square value is 9. Now, go through the calculation. 3 into 2 is 6. 9 into 6 is 54. Write down 54. And finally, we have 3 cube. 3 cube is 27. While consider the final resultant, I told you consider only one digit. It's a 7. And we should carry over the remaining number. It's 2 is carry over here. 54 plus 2 is 56. I told you write down the single digit number and remaining should be carry over. It's 5 is carry over now. Now 36 plus 5 is 41. Take 1 here and remaining should be a carry over. Now finally 8 plus 4 is 12. It means here the value of 23 whole cube is 12,167. Is it clear? So if you want to write it directly, guys, let me repeat this step again. So 2 cube 8. Write down that number as it is. Now 3ab square is all about 36, right? So I told you now, write down one digit and remaining should be carry over. Remaining should be a carry over. And 3ab square value is 54. I told you now. So write down single digit and remaining should be a carry over. And finally 3 cube is 27. Write down the single digit and remaining should be a carry over. So finally it's a 7, 6, 1, 11, and finally answer 12,160. So is it clear? So we are using this format here: a cube, 3a square b, 3ab square, and b cube. And remember that every time we have to consider single digit and remaining must be carried over. Let me take 34 cube. Again, I will help you out. 34 cube. It means again 3 cube. Here a value is 3 and b value is 4. Now 3 cube. 3 cube is all about 27. Next one 3ab square. 3ab square means 3 into 3 into 3 is 9 into 4. 9 into 4 is 36. 36 is multiplied by 3 times is 108. So 108. 108. Let me take second one also. If you want to take directly, write down 8 here and the remaining 10 must be carry over. Next one, 3ab square. 3 into a value is 3 again. 4 square is 16. Now see 16 into 3 is 48 is multiplied with the 3 times. So 40 into 30 is 40 into 3 is 120 and 8 into 3 is 24. Then the total value is 144. You can take 144 or if you are good at a second one, take 4 and 14 must be carried over. Now finally b cube is 64. B cube is 64. So write down 4 and 6 is carry over. Finally resultant. Now see. So here 4, 6 is carry over. Now 6 plus 144 is 150. So 0, 15 is carry over. 108 plus 15 is 123. 123 means 3 and 12 is carry over. And 27 plus 12 is 39. Final answer 39,304. The same way you can check with here. It's a 4, 0, 1 carry over. 8 plus 14 is 22 plus 1 is 23 carry over. 27 plus 10 is 37 plus 2 is 39. So answer 39,304 is the correct answer. So is it clear, guys? Guys, I hope you like the video. If you like our video, please share this information with your friends and like our video too. So it reaches to the maximum people. Kindly support us. Let's go for one more question. Just find this value 25 whole cube. What can be the answer? 25 cube. Not right? Try this question. 25 cube value. Now see, 2 cube is 8. 3a square be 3 into 4 into 5. So it's a 60. 6 is carry over. And again 3ab square. 3 into 2 into 25. It's 150. 15 is carry over. And 5 cube is 125. 125 means write down 5 and 12 is carry over. Finally, it's 5, 2, 1 carry over, 6, 1 carry over, and the total value is 15,620. Now see, be faster in this calculation. Don't worry, I will teach you the multiplication in my next session. Now 7 cube is 343. Take that number as it is 343. Now 3 into a square is all about 7 square 49 into 3. 8 into 3 24. So 24 is multiplied with the 49. 49 is all about 50 minus 1. Now 24 into 50. So 24 into 5 is all about 1200, right? Minus 1. So it's a 1199. 1199 means write down only 9 and remaining 119 is carried over. Let's go for 3ab square. 3ab square is all about 3 into 7 into 64. Now 7 into 3 is 21. If 21 is multiplied with 64. Yes. Sorry, I made a mistake here. You have to subtract 24 units, right? So 24 units, if you subtract it from 1200, it's 1176. So 7 here, 6 here. In the same way, you can consider 21 as 20 minus 1. 64 into 2 is 128. Minus of, is it clear? It's 1280, means difference between 80 and 16 is all about 1160. So again, write down the 6 here. 111 is carried over. 111 is carried over. Finally, 8 cube is 512, right? 2 and 51 is carried over. Final answer, it's a 2. Now 51 plus 6 is 57 and 5 is carried over. Is it clear? See, it's all about a cube, 3a square b, 3ab square and b cube. So it's a plus 1 row. Sorry. It's a 20 plus 1, it's a 49. So I made a mistake here. It's a 1344. Thank you so much. So 1344. Yes. So here write down 1, 3, 4. Now this is 5, 55. Again 5 is carried over. It's again 134 plus 6 is 140 plus 5 is 145. So again 14 is carried over. Now 7 plus 3, 10, 14. 1 is carried over. Again 4, 5, 6, 7. And it's a 4. So 47552. It's not subtraction, sorry, it's addition. Sorry, I made a mistake here. So in previous cases, we have to subtract 49 as 50 minus 1. In the same way, 21 is all about 20 plus 1. I made a mistake. Is it clear? Now the final answer is 4,74,552. Is it clear? It's all about 2-digit code. Let's consider the 3-digit. Same formula. Understand that. So same format we have to consider. A cube, 3a square b, 3ab square and b cube. But here the thing, the difference between the previous question and this question and b, here you have to consider 2 digits. B you have to consider 2 digits. And 3a square b, you always write 2 digits only. If you get more than 2, remaining should be a carry. In the same way, 3a square b is also write down only 2 digits. And remaining should be carry. And b cube is also write down only 2 digits and remaining should be carry. So that's the difference. In a 2 digits, you have to consider only 1 digit and remaining should be carry. If you go for 3-digit multiplication, you have to write down 2 digits and remaining should be a carry. Don't worry, I will take one number for the better understanding. 408 whole cube. Let's take 408 whole cube. Now here A you have to consider 4, B you have to consider 08. Now see, here 4 cube and you know that 4 cube is 64. Write down that number as it is. 3 into A square is 16, B cube is 8. Now see, 8 into 3 is 24. 16 is all about 15 plus 1. So 24 into 15 is 360. And you have to add 24 units, then the total resultant is 384. 384. Now the next step here, see, 3ab square, 3 into 4 into b square, 8 square is 64. Now 4 into 3 is 12. So if you go through that 12, you can split into 10 plus 2. 64 into 10 is 640. 64 into 2 is 128. Then the total value is 768. Finally, 8 cube. So what is the 8 cube value? 112. Now I told you now, write down only two digits. Here write down 12 and 5 is carry over. And 68 plus 5 is all about 73. 773 means write down only 73, 7 is carry over. Again 84 plus 7 is 91. Write down 91. It's a 391, right? So 3 must be carry over. 64 plus 3 is 67. So answer 67917312. Here the resultant of 408 cube is 67917312. Let me take last example. 806 whole cube. Try to answer this question. 806 whole cube. Now say, so here 8 cube value. What is 8 cube value? 412, right? So here A consider 8, B consider 6. Now 8 cube is 412. 3A square B. 3 into A square is 64 and B is 6. Now see, 64 is multiplied with a 6. 384. Otherwise, you can split into total value as 2 digit into 2 digit. So it's all about 18 is multiplied with 64. Let's consider this is the value of 20 minus 2. Be faster in this calculation. You can able. So 64 into 2 is 1280 and subtracted 128 units. That's enough. Now it's a 2. Again 7 minus 2 is 5. Again you will get this value as 1150. So it's a 1152. Write down 1152. Now 3ab square. 3 into 8 into 36. Again see 36 into 3 is 108. 36 into 3 is 108. Now we need to find 108 is multiplied with 8 times. So 8 into 100 is 800. 8 into 8 is 64. It's some 860. Now finally B cube, it's a 6 cube. 6 cube is 260. I told you now, so you have to write only two digits. So here the two digits is 16. Here two digits is 16. And the remaining two you should carry. And 64 plus 2 is 66. Now 8 you should carry. 1152 plus 8 is, it's a 60. Write down 60 and 11 is carry. And 512 plus 11 is 523. So here the answer 523606616 is the perfect value of 806 whole cube. 523606616. Very good, Manajyotirmai. Very good. It's a final answer. Guys, hope you understand the cube values. 2 digit and a 3 digit. Just go through this video once again. You can able to answer. Let's move on to the next one. Finding the cube roots. Finding the cube roots. And I told you in the beginning of the session, each and every digit is repeated only once. Like where you can see units place, 1 as a units place means it is happened on 1 cube. 2 cube is 8. 3 cube is 27. Here units place is 7. 4 cube is 64. Units place is 4. 5 cube is 125. Units place is 5. 6 cube 216. 6 as units place. 7 cube is 343. Here units place is 3. 8 cube is 512. Here units place is 2. 9 cube is 729. Units place is 9. And finally 10 cube. It's 1000. Now here the question, how we are going to find the cube root of any value. So that is the thing we are going to learn in today's session. See, let's take an example for better understanding. 17516. Now this is the perfect cube you have to identify. What is the cube root of 1,75,616. We are going to find. Now see, step number one. If it is a square root, you have to separate last two digits. If it is a cube root, step number one, separate last three digits. It's a step number one. So separate last three digits. Step number two, identify units place value. What is the units place here? So units place is 6. In square root concept, each and every units place is repeated two times. But cube root, it is only repeated once. Now 6 as a units place is repeated in 6. So definitely in the perfect cube value, units place answer must be 6. Now you can check with the previous number. So before we are dividing into the two parts, we have to identify the previous number. So these previous number, you should identify that which of the cube numbers. It means see, 175 is lies between 5 cube and 6 cube. Same as square root concept. So whatever the previous number, which definitely lies between one of the cube numbers. So it is lies between 5 cube and 6 cube. Out of, you have to consider minimum. So out of 5 cube and 6 cube, minimum is 5. So here the perfect cube root of 1,75,616 is 56. It's a perfect answer. If you understand, find the cube root of 456,553. 533. Sorry. Find the cube root of these values. So find the cube root of these values. You see, step number one, separate last three digits. You know that 3 as units place you can see in 7 cube. Here the task you have to identify that 456 is lies between which of the number. So it is lies between 7 cube is 343 and 343 and 8 cube is 412. So here 456 is lies between 343 and 512. Out of, consider the minimum. That's why here the perfect cube root of 456,533 is 77. Let's go for one more example. Cube root of 117 649. Find the value. Cube root of 117,649. Now again, separate last three digits. 9 as units place in 9 cube. 117 is lies between 4 cube is 64. 5 cube is 125. So out of, you have to consider minimum. That's why the perfect cube root of 117,649 is 49. Here. Guys, I hope you understand the calculation of cube and cube roots. Once you understand the session, try to answer this question in the comment section, guys. 64 cube value, 126 cube value. Try these four questions. Find the cube root of 681,472. So cube root of 12167. So these are the four questions for you. Once you understand this session, try to solve it and post your answer in the comment section. So this is all about the session 2. So we completed two important calculations in this video. One is cube and the one is cube. Yesterday we already completed square and square root. If you guys have missed those videos, watch. All the videos are always available in the playlist. And kindly share this information with the maximum number of people who are preparing for the different competitive examinations. It will going to be helpful. And I am going to cover both aptitude, logical reasoning, and pure mathematics also. In my upcoming video, we are going to solve many questions related for different concepts and different topics. I will pick from both aptitude and reasoning. But little support we needed, guys. Kindly support us and share this information with your friends. And you can join in my Telegram channel. Search V2VVK. You can get my channel name, Zen to Victory. and all the links are available in the description. You can join Telegram, Instagram, WhatsApp. So we have all the channels. So we posted regular updates related for placements and different government examination notification details. If you have any queries related for your preparation, feel free to reach us. We are always there for you. So definitely we will guide you in the right. Now, first we will learn about squares. Okay, give me the quick answer on the comment box. What is the square value of 25? What is the value of 25 square? 25 square. What is the value? Please let me know in the comments. 25 square. What is the value? Yes, good. You already know this value of 25 square is 625. Let's take one more one. What is the value of 35 square? Yes, very good, Harsha Razi. What is the value of 35 square? Any idea what is 35 square? What is 45 square? What is 55 square? And what is 65 square? So there is a one common point in all these questions. Here units place. If units place is 5. So common point of all these 5 questions is units place is 5. Whenever if any question, if units place is 5, then it's a small observation. It's not a logic, it's a small observation. If it is units place is 5, square of that number is 25. Means last two digits are always 25. You can take any question. If any units place is 5, in the resultant last two digits are 25. Now let's take this example. If 25 square is equal to 625, what is your observation? If 5 square is 25, next number of 2 is 3. If you multiply 2 into 3, you will get the resultant is 6. In the same way, if 5 square is equal to 25, next number 3 is 4. If 3 into 4, then the resultant becomes 1225. In the same way, 45 square. So you already know that next number of 4 is 5. 4 into 5 is 20. So answer 2025. Now same way, next number of 5. If 5 is multiplied with a 6. So 5 into 6 is 30. Then the resultant becomes 3025. In the same way, 65 square, 6 into 7, 42. Then the 65 square is equal to 4225. So is it clear? So here the simple logic, whenever you observe that if units place is 5, then the last two digits is 25. What about the previous digit? Now identify that previous position. Here it is a 2 multiplied with the next number. 3 next number is 4. 4 next number is 5. 5 next number is 6. Let me take few examples for better understanding. Can anyone write your answer in the comment section? What is the 95 square value? 95 square value. 95 square is equal to how much? Yes, very good. If 5 square last two digits is 25, next number of 9 is 10, 9 into 10, then the resultant become 9025. Let's go for 125 square. 125 square. So please post your answer in the comment section. 125 square is how much? Yes, 125 square. If 5 square last two digits is 25, then consider 12. So what is the next number of 12? 13. 12 into 13 is 156. So answer 15625 is the correct answer. Very good. Let's go for 205 square. Kindly like our video. If you like our video, it reaches to the maximum number of people. Whoever preparing for the different examinations, definitely this video will help them. 205 square. So you know that 5 square last two digits is 25. Here the next number of 20 is 21. If 21 into 2 is 42, into 10 is 420. So answer 42025. Hope it's clear. This is the logic which is applicable for only if units place is 5. Clear? Let's go for the remaining question. Guys, you already know that a plus b whole square and a minus b whole square, but we are not consider symbol. Here the consider only the reference of elements ab square. Here a square, 2ab and b square. Now see, let's identify that. Let's take 25 square. So this is method 2. So method 2, which is applicable for all the different type of square numbers. Now see, as you know that A is equal to 2 and B is equal to 5. So A square, now 2 square is equal to 4, right on the same digit. Now 2AB, as you know that 2AB means 2 into 2 into 5. Now 2 into 2 into 5 is exactly equal to 20. So write down only single digit and remaining should be a carryover. Always write single digit. Now b square, again b square is equal to 5 square is 25. Write a single digit and remaining should be a carryover. While adding, then the resultant become 625. Okay, let me help you out with another question. 32 square. Here a is equal to 3, b is equal to 2. Now 3 square is equal to 9. 2ab, 2 into 3 into 2. So 3 into 2 is 6, 6 into 2, 12. So write down 2, 1 is carry over. And finally 2 square is equal to 4. There is no carry over here. Then the final resultant is 1024. Don't worry, we will learn few more. So I will use some time. You just tell me the resultant of 54 square value. Find the value of 54 square. Now see, 5 square is 25. Now 2 into 5 into 4. As you know that 5 into 4, 20. Double of 20 is 40. So write down 0 and 4 is a carryover. Next one, 4 square is 16. 16 means write down 6 and 1 is carryover. So finally here 6, here 5, here 2 and 9. So answer 2900. Yes, Bhavana Ishwar 2916 Rajigu. Let's go for one more. 78 square. 78 square. What is the answer for 78 square? Now 7 square is 49. 2AB is all about 2 into 7 into 8. So you know that 7 into 8 is 56. Double of 56 is 112. 7 into 8. 56. Double of 56 is 112. So 112 means write always single digit and remaining should be carried over. Finally 8 square 64. Write down 4 and 6 is carried over. Now final answer 4, 8, 0. If you go to 49 plus 11 is 60. So answer 6084 is the correct answer. Let's go for what about 112 square. So in this case, you have to consider A is equal to 11 and B is equal to 2. Now same approach, 11 square is 121, write down same. 2AB is all about 2 into 11 into 2. So if you go through that multiplication, 11 into 2, 22 into 2 is 44. So write down 4 and 4 is carry over. Finally again 2 square is equal to 4. Final answer 4, 4, 125. So answer 12,544 is the correct answer. Let's go for 156 whole square. 156 whole square. Find the value of 156 square. Answer for 156 whole square. Again see 15 square is 225. 2 is multiplied with 15 is multiplied with 6. You know that 15 into 6 is 90. 90 into 2 is 180. Write down 0 and 18 must be carried over. Remember that always write single digit. Finally, 6 square is 36. Write down 6 and 3 is carry over. Final answer 6 here, 3 here. 8 plus 5 is 13. Again, 1 carry over, or 25 plus 18 is 43. So finally, the resultant is 24,336 is the result. So is it clear, this approach? So we are using only these elements. So a square, 2ab, p square, and we have to consider only one digit and remaining should be a carry over. So is it clear this method? So please let me know in the comments. Is it clear? I want to teach you another approach, but this approach you must know each and every value from 1 to 25 squares. If you know 1 to 25 squares, we can able to solve any numbers beyond 25. It's all about base concepts. But you must good at 1 to 25 square. Now, you guys just post your answer in the comment section. You guys tell me what is the value of 19 square. Once you guys are good at 1 to 25 square, I will help you out to identify that remaining square value. 19 square. What is the value of 19 square? What is the value of 19 square? So I need these values. Post your answer in the comment section. Especially these values. Prime numbers. 17 square, 19 square, 23 square, and 13 square. I need these values. Yes, 19 square is 361. Very good. 19 square is 361. Good. What is 17 square value? 17 square value. 19 square is 361. 17 square is 289. Good. Jyoti. 23 square. What is the value of 23 square? 17 square is 289. Yes. What about 23 square? So 23 square is 429. 13 square. Yes. 13 square value. Yes. Bhavana, Jyotirmay, Raji. Good. 13 square value. 169. Guys, if you guys are good at all these 1 to 25 square, you can able to memorize any squares beyond 25. I will help you out. So understand this base concept clearly. Base 100. So what is this concept? Let me help you out. You guys are good at 1 to 25 squares. Now we are divided into 1 to 25 and the 26 to 50 is depends on again 1 to 25. Again 50 to again 51 to 75 again it is depends on 1 to 25 and 76 to 100 again it is depends on 1 to 25. I will correlate all these informations, but you must good at those 25 only if you want to learn this method. Now for example, sir, how we are going to find 92 square value? So what is this base 100 concept? Now point number one, remember guys, observe carefully. Point number one, identify that 92 is how much less than 100. Point number one, 92 is how much less than 100. And you know that 92 is less than 100 by 8 units. Those 8 units you have to subtract from 92. Step 1. 92 minus of 8 is equal to 84. Step number 1. So if you consider 100 base concept, then 92 is less than 100 by 8 units, and those 8 units you have to subtract from 92. And you know that we are subtracting 8, right? Then identify that square of 8. Square of 8 is exactly equal to 64. Now in this method you have to write only 2 digits. If you get 3 digits, then remaining should be a carry over. Now 92 square value is 8464. Is it clear? Let me repeat once. First, take 100 as a base. 92 is less than 100 by 8 units. And those 8 units you have to subtract from 92. If 92 minus of 8 is equal to 84. And you know that whatever the value you are subtracted, write that square of that value. So square of 8 is 64. So if it is a single digit, write tens position as a 0. If it is a 2 digit, directly write down. If you get 3 digits, sometimes you will get 3 digits now, then write 2 digits and remaining should be a carry over. Let me help you out. 88 square. Step number 1. 88 is less than 100 by 12 units. And those 12 units you have to subtract from 88. So 88 is less than 100 by 12 units, right? And those 12 units you have to subtract from 88. Now, 88 minus of 12 is equal to 76. 88 minus of 12 is equal to 76. And we are subtracted 12 units, right? And consider square of that value. 12 square is equal to 144. I told you now, write down only 2 digits and remaining should be a carry over. Then the answer is 7744. Let's go for one more question. You guys just answer this question. 93 square. What is the value of 93 square? So try to write direct answers. Don't go for the step by step. 93 square. And you know that 93 is less than 100 by 7 units. And those 7 units you have to subtract from 93. 93 minus of 7. 93 minus of 7 is exactly equal to 86. 93 minus of 7 is 86. You know that we are subtracting 7 units now. So 7 units means 7 square is equal to 49. Once you understand the approach, you can directly write the answer. It's a 8649. Very good. You know that 82 is less than 100 by 18 units. Now subtract 18 units from 82. So subtract 18 units from 82. If you subtract 18 units from 82, now the value becomes 64. And you know that we are subtracted 18 units. 18 square is equal to 324. The final answer is 6724. 6724. Very good, Nana. Bhuvan, Bhavana, Anusha. Good. Okay, let's take this question now. Sir, 106 whole square. What is the approach for 106 square? In previous question, see, in the previous questions, we observed that all the values are less than 100. Now, this question is more than 100. So, if it is a more than 100, you have to add. If it is less than 100, we have to subtract. That is the approach only. Now, let me write a step again. 106 is more than 100 by 6 units. So 106 plus 06 is equal to 112. And you know that we are adding 6 units. Square of 6 is 36. No answer 112, 36. Okay, let's go for 113 whole square. 113 square. So 113 whole square means if 113 is more than 100 by 13 units, it means 113 plus 13 is 126. Point number one, 113 is more than 100 by 13 units. So 113 plus 13 is 126. Now, we have to take 13 square. Why? Because we are added 13 units, right? So 13 square is 169. So write down two digits here and one is carry over. So answer 1, 2, 7, 6, 9 is the correct. So till now we are consider base 100. We consider base 100. Now 119 square. 119 square. Please let me know in the comment section. Now see, 119 is more than 100 by 19 units means 119 plus 19 is 138. Next number, we are added already 19 units. 19 square is 361. Write down 61 and 3 must be carry over. So 6, 1, 1, 4, 1. So answer 141, 61. Is it clear? Now you have a question. Sir, what is the value of 53 square? What is the value of 53 square? Now, if you consider 100 as a base, now you have to subtract 47 square value, 47 values. Okay, still it is okay. 53 minus 47. But what is the value of 47 square? So it's a difficult for you to write that value. That's why we are changing the base. So till now we aware of 1 to 25 squares only. That's why we are changing base 100 into base 50. So how 100 become a 50? Now we have to divide it by 2. We are changing the base 100 to 50 means 100 is divided by 2, then it becomes 50. Now we have to consider base is 50. Again, same step. If you consider base as 50, now 53 is more than 50 by 3 units. Again, we have to add those 3 units. So 53 plus 3 is 56. But according to the base concept, then 100 become a 50. 100 become a 50 means we have to divide it by 2. Then make it off. It become 28. It's a 28. Now, how many units we are adding here? 3 units, right? So, what is the value of 3 square? 3 square is equal to 9. We have to write as a 2 digits. That's why 09. 2809 is the correct answer. Let me repeat. Instead of 100 base, we have to consider 50 as a base. Now 53 is more than 50 by 3 units. Now 53 is more than 50 by 3 units. Now 53 plus 3 is equal to 56. Why we are divided by 2 means we are changing base 100 into base 50. That's why we have to divide it by 2. If 56 is divided by 2, then it becomes 28. Now what is the square of 3? Square of 3 is 0.9. So is it clear? Let's take one more question. What is the value of 62 square number? What is the value of 62 square? Now you can see 62 is more than 50 by 12 units, right? Now 62 plus 12 is equal to 74. Now 62 is more than 50 by 12 units, and those 12 units you have to add 62. Now 62 plus 12 is 74. Now you have to divide it by 2. If you divide it by 2, then it becomes 37. We know that we are adding 12 units. Square of 12 is 144. So final answer is 3844 is the correct answer. Now let's take 48 square. What about this 48 square value? Now see, now 48 is less than 50 by 2 units, and those 2 units you have to subtract from 48. 48 minus of 2 is 46, not divided by 2, then it becomes 23. Remember guys, we are subtracted 2 units means square of 2 is equal to 04. So answer 2304 is the correct answer. So hope you understand all the square values. Okay, let me take one more question. What about 206 whole square? Now instead of 100, now you have to consider 100 is 100 become 200. So base 100 we are forwarding to the 200. Now you know that 100 is multiplied by 2, then it becomes 200. Now the question, now our base is 200. We need to identify that what is the 206 square value. Now 206 is more than 200 by 6 units. Now see 206 plus 6 is equal to 212. Now we are doubling the base. We are doubling the base means we have to multiply it by 2 times. If you multiply it by 2 times, it's a 424. 212 is multiplied with the 2 is 424. Now we are adding 6 units, right? And consider square of that number. Square of 6 is 36. Answer 42436 is the correct answer. Let's go for 312. Now, instead of 100, instead of 200, now you have to consider 300 as a base. If we consider 300 as a base, then 100 become 300 means we have to multiply it by 3 times. Now, same step we have to repeat 312, and 312 is more than 300 by 12 units. Add those 12 units for the 312, then it becomes 324. And we already know that we are triple the base. Now you have to multiply it by 3 times. So 972. And how much we are added here? 12 units. 12 square is equal to 144. Write down 44 and 1 is carried over. Then the final answer is 97344 is the correct. Let's see the questions for square roots. Guys, so here the clear procedure here. What is the square root of 1024? We have to identify that what is the square root of 1024. So before solving this question, first observe the units place value. 1 square is 1, 2 square is 4, 3 square is 9, 4 square 16, 5 square 25, 6 square 36, 7 square 49, 8 square 64, 9 square 81, 10 square 100. So let's take these references from 1 to 10 square. So if you observe that units places, each and every units place repeated 2 times. Now see, 1 as units place you can able to see in 1 square and 9 square. And 4 as a units place you can able to see in 2 square and 8 square. Same way, 9 you can able to see in 3 square and 7 square. And 6 years units place you can able to see in 4 square and 6 square. So if you observe that If any square, units place must be either 1, 4, 9, 6, and 5 itself. Just remove the 5. These 4 units places which are repeated before 5 and after 5. That's why 5 is our base calculation. Each and every units place is repeated above 5 and below 5. Now, with the help of this observation, how we are going to find square root of any value? Now, step number 1. Separate last two digits. Step number 1 is we have to separate last two digits. In 1024, last two digits are 24. Step number 1, we have to separate last two digits. Step number 2, identify units place value. Identify units place value. What is the units place value in this question? Is 4. So if units place is a 4, where this 4 is repeated generally. So units place is a 4 which is repeated in 2 square and 8 square. So your answer is ends with the units place 2 or 8. Now identify the remaining previous digits. So what is the previous digits here? 10. So it's a number, previous number is 10. Now you get the task here, then that number is lies between which of the square numbers? Now 10 is lies between, so 10 is lies between 3 square and 4 square. So where it lies? So what about that previous number? I'll identify that where it lies. So 10 is lies between 3 square and 4 square. Out of these two, consider the minimum. So consider the minimum. So here the minimum value is 33, means your answer is either 32 square or 38 square. Now how we are going to identify the exact answer? Means you know that each and every units place is repeated above and below 5. So let's take the reference of 35 square, and you know that it's easy for you to identify the resultant. 5 square is 25. 3 next number is 4. 3 into 4 is 1225. It means if 35 square is 1225, if you want 1024 is always less than 1225. Means that answer must be less than 35 square. If less than 35 square, we have an option is, don't worry guys, let me take another example for better understanding. Observe carefully. We need to identify that what is the square root of 4489. Step number 1, separate last two digits. Step number 2, 9 as units place. 9 as units place, either 3 square or 7 square. Then we have a 44. 44 is lies between 6 square and 7 square. 44 is lies between 6 square and 7 square. Out of these two, consider the minimum. Consider the minimum is 6. So your answer is 63 square or 67 square. So how we are going to find the exact answer? So with the help of 65 square. So 65 square value, 5 square is 25. 6 next number is 7. 6 into 7 is 42. 4225. And 4489 is greater than 4225. It means your answer must be more than 65 square. More than 65 square means answer is 67 square. So 4489 value exactly equal to 67 square. So step number 1, separate last two digits. Just separate the last two digits. Identify the units place. 9 as units place in 3 square and 7 square. 3 square and 7 square. Now 151 is lies between 12 square and 13 square. 12 square is 144. 13 square is 169. Out of these two numbers, minimum is 12. So here answer is either 123 square or 127 square. Let's take the help of 125 square. 125 square, you know the logic, 15625. So here 15129 is less than 15625. So your answer must be less than 125 square. Less than 125 square means here the answer is 123. So is it clear? I hope you understand both square and square roots. If you want to follow us, you can search V2V, Vision to Victory. So you can search Instagram or Facebook or WhatsApp channel. You can find my link in Telegram. If you want a simple search at the rate of V2VVK, you can find my channel as Vision to Victory. You can follow us. After every session, I will update the PDF in my Telegram channel. So kindly support and share this information with the maximum number of people. Definitely our content will help your preparation. So this is all about the today's session. I just want to give few questions. If you understand the whole session, try to answer this question in comment section. So first one, 135 square. What's your answer in the comment section? Question number two, 69 square. Question number three, let's go for 214 whole square. Question number four, find the square root of 8649. Square root of 31,684. So this is all about today's session. So try to answer this question and post your answer in the comment section. So kindly share this information with a maximum number of people. So definitely we will come up with more number of classes in for. Yes, that's it from today's session. Until the next session, have a nice day. Good night, guys.